Welcome to Prime Testimony Channel. I'm beginning with a smile because for some time now, the series that we've been working on is an exciting one. I'm talking about marriage. The fact that one should live, cleave, and become one flesh with a partner. We've already done with living, we are also done with cleaving. Today, we are going to look at becoming one flesh. Let's welcome our sister Mercy Mousy Kukoi, ever pretty, to come and usher us into the environment of becoming one flesh. You are welcome, Sister Mercy.
I'm glad to.
We miss you.
Yes, I miss you. I miss everyone. Good day, or good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are on the globe. We salute you. Thank you so much for your patronage on this channel. You are making it what it actually is. And so we don't take that lightly at all. Thank you so much. So today was the topic?
Becoming one flesh.
One fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh or flesh?
Flesh.
Flesh. You need to take your time
to
bring it out. Flesh.
Flesh.
Otherwise it will go fresh.
But of course, when you become one flesh and everything goes on, you look fresh.
You look fresh always.
Yes. As
so they have something.
Now. Yes.
They have something in common.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So we are grateful to God. We've talked about living, cleaving, and it's now the time for one flesh. And usually, when the Bible talks about flesh, it's not looking at just the skin and bones. It looks at something beyond that. So flesh is looking at the whole person, the human being as a whole. Okay, and we know the whole person is a spirit, has a soul, and lives in a body. These are the three components of the flesh. And these are the areas that we are being called to be one on. So if we are being called to be one flesh, it's not looking at just the body oneness. It is looking at spirit oneness. We all know that the spirit is the one that we use to connect with God. Okay? Then the human being is a soul. The soul is where lies our emotions, our feelings, our intellect, and our will, and some other things like that. And then our flesh is the one we use to connect to other fleshes like us. So this flesh cannot connect or relate to a spirit, another person who is a spirit. That's why we can't connect to the dead. Okay, but we connect to other fleshes like us. And so it's the same one that we use to connect to our spouses as well. So it is with this body that we use to give and receive stimuli from our spouses in a sexual relation and all the other relations we have with our spouses. Okay, so I want to reiterate that. So if we are being called to be one flesh, look at the expansion. It means that it's calling for spirit oneness, soul oneness, and then body oneness, because that represents the whole human body. Okay. Now, these three are not three separate entities. They are one and interconnected. Okay. They are connected, interconnected, because anything affecting the one outside will affect the whole. So they are integrated together. Right. So for example, if I touch a hot pan, quickly the neurons will send message to my brain that there is an emergency. Okay. So the brain will also have to respond, and that's why I will act by leaving that hot pan. Okay. However, I may have been hurt in the process.
Yeah.
If I am hurt, what happens? It affects the soul.
Yeah.
Because I may be sad, and the soul houses my emotions.
Yeah.
So that's where these are connected. Yeah. So let me remind all of us here that the major sex organ of the man is not the penis. Nor the woman, the vagina. Those are not the major sex organs. The major sex organ for both sexes is the mind.
Oh, I see.
And that is why when there is conflict in the marriage, it's affecting the soul, okay? Emotions. There are emotions, emotional issues. And that same emotion transcends to what happens to the body. So the body is not receptive to the other stimuli, at bedtime. So you have spoken to me in an ill manner in the morning, and then in the evening you want to touch me and make romance. The body doesn't respond easily because the major organ is the mind that has been affected, sitting in the soul.
So it's bruised, so it will not be ready for sex.
It will not. So do you see how they are interconnected? They are connected together.
Yeah.
So we can't live in denial that, I can just be mean to you at one breath, and at another breath, I want to have romance with you. No, the mind is not ready.
Okay.
This is how the thing works. So, oneness in spirits, soul oneness, and then body oneness. These three work together. So please, when you are addressing or relating to a person, know that it is 3 in 1. Just as we say God, it's in 3 persons.
Yeah.
You are addressing a holistic individual, not just the flesh you are seeing.
Right.
You are addressing something higher than that. And so let's be cautious of the way we relate to
each other. So if I understood you, it means that if you want to have intimate relationship with your wife, or want to have a sex with your wife, or maybe with your husband, and then the mind is bruised, you have to still work on the mind first for the mind to be at peace before you go down there. Is that the case? Absolutely.
And that is why for young girls who usually don't receive any emotional stimuli in their homes fall prey to men who tell you, oh, you are beautiful, oh, look at your lips, oh, look at your eyes, you are shining. They will easily fall prey.
Okay.
Because you are connecting. You are connecting at one tangent that will affect the other. So they work together. So if there is a problem, then we must find solutions to it before we look at the other side.
But sometimes too, sex also settles issues.
Well, it may, but you see, issues must be addressed.
Okay.
Maybe it's in our mind. Sex may not necessarily settle the issue.
All right.
Sometimes people will live in denial. I want to gloss over it. But you see, once you do things like that, sometimes it's in there.
Okay.
Waiting for another thing to trigger for it to blow.
Okay.
So anytime there are issues, it must be settled. So the Bible says, or maybe any other religion, they are connected. So you will see something related there as well. That don't even go to bed without settling causes. So it says that if you are angry, so it means that we are not even bad from being angry. Something will happen. We have emotions. So we have a soul where our emotions are seated. So if there are cause to settle, it says that don't allow the sun to go down. It means that don't sleep one day without settling scores, if there are, so that we will always be free and flow. Very, very important. So that our bodies will always be ready for each other.
Okay.
That is what it means to me.
Thank you, Mercy. Remember, we have to settle every issue we have with our partner before we sleep. Else we wake up and the thing will still be haunting. Thank you very much, Auntie Mercy, for sharing this with us. It's not yet over. There's a lot for us to discuss in our next episodes. This is Atso Brente Shen, your host from Prime Testimony Channel. And until we meet in our next episode, Mercy and I are saying bye, bye, bye.